After Han Li became a mid-nascent soul cultivator, he subdued Jin Wuhuan, the Grand Elder of the Ancient Sword Sect, with a single move during the ceremony at the 100 Crafts Academy, shaking the Yunmeng Mountain with his might. This exchange completely changed the power structure of the three sects. Since the Ancient Sword Sect, 100 Crafts Academy, and Luoyun Sect occupied Yunmeng Mountain, the Ancient Sword Sect had always been the strongest, possessing the most resources, while the Luoyun Sect had always been the weakest, receiving the fewest. At this time, the Luoyun Sect became the #1 sect in Yunmeng Mountain, possessing the most resources. When Han Li became a late nascent soul cultivator, the Luoyun Sect also became the largest sect in Qiannan. Under Lu Luo's leadership, the Luoyun Sect expanded rapidly. Sects in the Shi Kingdom either submitted or went to other countries to establish their own sects. Although the Ancient Sword Sect and 100 Crafts Academy remained allies, they became subordinates of the Luoyun Sect. The Ancient Sword Sect and the 100 Crafts Academy are quite aggrieved. Their Grand Elders, Jin Wuhuan and Liekua Laoge, are both mid-nascent soul cultivators, yet they are forced to obey the orders of Lu Luo, who is only at the early nascent soul stage. Relatively speaking, the Ancient Sword Sect and the 100 Crafts Academy are doing quite well. Some other sects have tragically declined and even perished. Below are the 8 most tragic forces in a record of a mortal's journey to immortality. 8. Ghost Spirit Sect. The Ghost Spirit Sect is one of the 6 major sects of the Southern Demonic Path. They excel at exorcising ghosts and controlling demons, and are also proficient in poisons, invisibility techniques, and formations. Unlike the Great Jin dynasty, the Southern Demonic Path's major sects typically only have a few mid- or early-stage nascent soul cultivators. Although the Ghost Spirit Sect is considered the weakest of the 6 major sects, it still boasts 3 mid-stage nascent soul elders: Shattered Soul True Person, a cultivator surnamed Yun, and Elder Zhong, as well as 2 quite powerful early-stage nascent soul cultivators, Wang Tuanqing and Wang Tuangu. They also have many core formation cultivators, making their strength not to be underestimated. When the Ghost Spirit Sect entered the Fallen Demon Valley instance, their ambitions were immense. Sect leader Wang Tuanqing led over 100 cultivators into the valley. However, deceived by an ancient demon, both Wang Tuanqing and Wang Tuangu perished there, along with more than half of their remaining core formation cultivators. From then on, the Ghost Spirit Sect's strength was greatly diminished, and they faced pressure from sects like the Imperial Spirit Sect, finding themselves in an extremely difficult situation. By the time Han Li became the top cultivator in Tiannan, the Ghost Spirit Sect was already under the control of the Yang family. Although Yang Ruyan and one of her cousins had reached the nascent soul stage, the Ghost Spirit Sect's situation was even more dire. Left with no other choice, they brought blood limb pills, blood soul bracelets, and wood spirit pearls to Han Li for mediation. Ultimately, Han Li, with the condition that Wang Chan must die, agreed to help the Ghost Spirit Sect. Thanks to Han Li's intervention, the Ghost Spirit Sect was not completely destroyed, but they were still forced to relinquish the Yu Kingdom they had previously occupied. After this, the Ghost Spirit Sect entered a period of recuperation and rebuilding. 7. Bei Xiaoji Palace. Xiaoji Palace is a cultivation sect located on Beiming Island in the northwest of the Great Jin dynasty, known as the #1 sect in the north. In terms of strength, Xiaoji Palace is actually not inferior to the 10 major sects of the Great Jin dynasty. Within Xiaoji Palace, there are 2 Grand Masters of the nascent soul stage, Han Li Shangren and Palace Master Liu, as well as 20 or 30 nascent soul stage cultivators, including Supervisor Yi, Bai Mengxian, Elder Ouyang, and Bai Yui. Furthermore, Han Li Shangren possesses 2 replicas of the Qianlan Cauldron, and Supervisor Yi also has a replica of a qi bottle, demonstrating a very deep foundation. After the Kunwu Mountain instance, Xiaoji Palace, due to its possession of a spatial node, was attacked jointly by Wan Yao Valley and Bingfeng. This time, Wan Yao Valley dispatched Che Lao Yao in disguise as Che Tongzi and the Deputy Valley Master Qingbei Tsanglang, while Bingfeng from Bingdao Island personally came, and both sides also had 30 or 40 nascent soul stage transformed demon beasts. To resist a formidable enemy, the Lesser Extreme Palace unleashed nearly 1,000 years of accumulated chilling energy, resulting in the deaths of several nascent soul stage elders in the battle. It was during this battle that Han Li arrived at the Lesser Extreme Palace. The venerable Han Li had originally invited Han Li to use his chilling flames to help him break through to the divine transformation realm, but after failing to achieve this, he joined forces with 2 mid-nascent soul stage elders to try and kill Han Li and seize the Void Heaven Cauldron. However, the venerable Han Li underestimated the strength of Han Li at the mid-nascent soul stage, and all 3 were killed by him. Compared to the elders killed by Che Tongzi and the demonic beasts of the 10,000 Demon Valley, the 3 lesser extreme palace cultivators killed by Han Li were of far greater importance. First, Bai Mengxin and Elder Ouyang are not only Yuanzhong cultivators, but also the only 2 cultivators in Xiaoji Palace besides Han Li Shangren who cultivate the cold flame. Second, Han Li stole 2 Qianlan cauldrons. Most importantly, Han Li Shangren's master, a late-stage nascent soul cultivator who had comprehended some nascent soul-stage divine abilities, was the strongest in Xiaoji Palace. His death truly weakened Xiaoji Palace. Therefore, although Xiaoji Palace discovered Han Li's identity afterward, they dared not retaliate due to fear of his divine abilities and the covetousness of other forces. 6. Huaxian Sect. The Huaxian Sect is a semi-hidden sect in the southern border of the Great Jin dynasty, founded by the descendants of the 3 elders of Kunwu. In ancient times, after the 3 elders of Kunwu sealed Yuan Sha's avatar in Kunwu Mountain, the Huaxian Sect was responsible for guarding the seal. During the Kunwu Mountain instance, the Huaxian Sect sent 2 nascent soul cultivators to seal the demon, Madame Mu, a mid-stage nascent soul cultivator, and a beautiful woman, an early-stage nascent soul cultivator. Both perished on Kunwu Mountain. Furthermore, Madame Mu and the beautiful woman brought replicas of the spiritual treasures for Symbol's ruler and sun and moon shuttle, which were also destroyed on Kunwu Mountain. According to the established rules, having 1 more replica spiritual treasure is almost equivalent to having 1 more late-stage nascent soul cultivator. Even the top 10 sects of the Great Jin dynasty only possess a few replica spiritual treasures at most. The Huaxian Sect, however, lost a replica of the 4 Symbols ruler and a sun and moon shuttle that was almost as powerful as the replica. After this instance, the Huaxian Sect was severely weakened. However, the Huaxian Sect has a considerable reputation in the southern border, and there should still be 2 or 3 nascent soul cultivators remaining, so it's unlikely to be completely destroyed. 5. Yinluo Sect. The Yinluo Sect is a demonic sect of the Great Jin dynasty, ranking among the top 10 demonic sects, and is also the sect with the deepest enmity with Han Li. During the battle between Quannan and the Mulan Grassland, the Yinluo Sect assisted the Mulan Grassland. In this battle, Han Li first killed Elder Chenku of the Yinluo Sect with the evil-repelling divine thunder, and then killed Madame Lu, the deist partner of the Yinluo Sect master. The 4th elder of the Yinluo Sect also took the opportunity to run to the Luoyun Sect and cast a soul-sealing curse on Nangong Wan, but was also killed by Han Li, who also took away a ghost banner. Therefore, Han Li and the Yinluo Sect became enemies. Then, in the Kunwu Mountain instance, the Yinluo Sect lost for more nascent soul cultivators. The first was Elder Qian Laomor of the Yinluo Sect, a nascent soul Grand Master who was ambushed by Han Li in the Arctic Yuanguang land. With the help of the level 10 demon Guiling and the nascent soul puppet, he died at Han Li's hands. The second was Elder Ji Tiancheng of the Yuanzhong Sect, who was attacked by the Yi family's Grand Elder and died. Then, 2 nascent soul elders died. One of them was attacked by the 10,000-year corpse bear and escaped from the nascent soul stage, but was captured and killed by Han Li. Then, when Han Li was in the late nascent soul stage, he went to the Great Jin dynasty to retaliate against the Yinluo Sect. This time, Han Li killed the Yinluo Sect's late nascent soul stage sect leader, as well as 7 or 8 nascent soul stage elders. Ultimately, thanks to the intervention of Old Monster Feng and Xiong Jili, Han Li was able to end this revenge. After these losses, the Yinluo Sect was left with only 7 or 8 nascent soul stage elders. However, such strength was clearly no longer enough to uphold the name of a major demonic sect, and the Yinluo Sect was quickly removed from the list of the 10 major demonic sects, becoming a second-rate sect in the Great Jin dynasty. Looking back, the Yinluo Sect had firmly held the title of the #1 demonic sect for thousands of years, but it was single-handedly destroyed by Han Li. Fortunately, the Yinluo Sect still had a few nascent soul stage elders, thus preserving its lineage. For Poison Saint Sect. The Poison Saint Sect is a sect in the southern border of the Great Jin dynasty. Its founder was a descendant of an ancient cultivator who participated in sealing Kunwu Mountain. The Poison Saint Sect has 5 nascent soul stage elders, including 2 mid-stage nascent soul cultivators and 3 early-stage nascent soul cultivators. None of the 5 survived. First, Elder Yuan, a burly man surnamed Yuan, was killed by the silver-winged Yaksha while teaming up with Han Li for the Yin-Yang Cave dungeon. Then, Elder Huachuanqi, the Grand Elder of Yuanzhong, led 3 other elders to the Kunwu Mountain dungeon, attempting to seize the mountain's hidden treasures, but all 4 perished there. The Poison Saint Sect's reputation in the southern frontier stemmed from the lack of nascent soul cultivators there, while Huachuanqi could contend with them using the poison dragon pearl. However, this time, not only did Huaxian die, but the other 4 nascent soul elders also perished. Without a nascent soul cultivator to oversee them, the Poison Scent Sect truly faced decline. Although the exact fate of the Poison Scent Sect wasn't explicitly stated, the survival of the fittest in the cultivation world meant its eventual annexation was inevitable. 3. The Reverse Star Alliance. The Reverse Star Alliance was a major force in the Chaotic Star Sea, aiming to break the Star Palace's hegemony over the Chaotic Star Sea. Within the Reverse Star Alliance, 2 Grandmasters of the Yuan Hu stage, Liu Dao Jisheng and Wan San Jiyu, were in charge. These 2 were also the leading figures of both the righteous and demonic factions in the Chaotic Star Sea. After they became leaders of the Reverse Star Alliance, cultivators from both sects joined, and more than a dozen rogue cultivators at the nascent soul stage joined as elders. Thus, a stalemate formed between the Reverse Star Alliance and the Star Palace. Initially, the Star Palace was led by the Grandmasters of the Yuan Hu stage, the Heavenly Star Twin Saints, against the Reverse Star Alliance. Because the Heavenly Star Twin Saints were nearing the end of their lives, in order to ensure Ling Yuling's stability in the Star Palace, they rushed to the Reverse Star Alliance's headquarters before their deaths, detonating the Yuan magnetic divine light cultivated within their bodies for hundreds of years, taking Liu Dao Jisheng and Wan San Jiyu with them to their deaths. This change greatly weakened the Reverse Star Alliance, leading to repeated defeats by Ling Yuling and the Star Palace cultivators. However, Wan Tianming of the Reverse Star Alliance suddenly advanced to become a Grandmaster of the Yuan Hu stage. Wan Tianming here was actually possessed by the 6-Path Supreme Saint, but his appearance greatly boosted the strength of the Reverse Star Alliance. It was only a matter of time before the Star Palace, which only had the mid-nascent soul cultivator Ling Yuling as its leader, was destroyed. Fortunately, the Star Palace still had Han Li as an ally. At this time, Han Li was already a Grandmaster of the nascent soul stage, forcefully annihilating the 6-Path Supreme Saint, the Lan Clan Twin Demons, and other high-level cultivators of the Reverse Star Alliance, completely crippling the alliance. From then on, the remaining forces of the Reverse Star Alliance were also completely wiped out under the pursuit of the Star Palace cultivators. The Reverse Star Alliance was also a huge force. If Han Li hadn't killed the 6-Path Supreme Saint, it would have been the Star Palace that was destroyed. Therefore, the Reverse Star Alliance was also a major force that Han Li destroyed. 2. The Fu family. The Fu family was a cultivation sect in the Yinluo Kingdom of Qiannan, and also the largest cultivation family in the Yinluo Kingdom. The cultivation families in Qiannan were relatively weak, and the Fu family only had 3 core formation cultivators. The tragedy of this family stemmed from the murder of Qi Yunxiao. Xin Ruyan, seeking revenge, gifted Han Li a large number of array formation manuals, weapon refining classics, and several sets of array flags and plates, requesting his annihilation of the Fu family. Although Han Li was reluctant to help, the generous gift led him to agree to erase the Fu family from the cultivation world. He only fulfilled this promise after reaching the nascent soul stage. At this time, although only at the early nascent soul stage, Han Li was still powerful enough to crush the Fu family. Taking advantage of the Fu family patriarch Fu Qianhua's birthday celebration, he annihilated all the direct descendants of the Fu family. This was Han Li's most ruthless act, wiping out the entire Fu family in a single day. 1. The Yi family of the Great Jin Dynasty. The Yi family of the Great Jin Dynasty was the royal family of the Great Jin, known as the Foremost Family. Among the 10 major sects of the Great Jin, both righteous and demonic, the Yi family's strength was not inferior to any of them. The Yi family had always been controlled by the 10 major sects of the righteous and demonic paths, preventing them from having 2 late-stage nascent soul cultivators. Furthermore, their replica of the Ping Shan seal was forced to be auctioned off under pressure. It was for this reason that the Yi family coveted the 2 heaven-reaching spiritual treasures of Kunwu Mountain, hoping to break free from the control of both the righteous and demonic sects. This time, the Yi family brought their Grand Elder and the hidden Yi Yu Xing, along with several mid-stage and early-stage Yuan cultivators. However, apart from the Grand Elder, whose fate was unknown, the rest were killed by the Blood Flame Ancient Demon and Yuan Shou's clone. Although the Yi family's Grand Elder might have survived, because the Yi family had released the Ancient Demon, Song Jili had already declared his intention to eliminate them. Under pressure from several nascent soul cultivators and the 10 major sects of the righteous and demonic paths, the Yi family quickly disappeared from the Great Jin Dynasty. These were the 8 most tragic cultivation forces in the human realm Han Li alone had destroyed for forces: the Yinluo Sect, the Xiaoji Palace, the Naixing Alliance, and the Fu family.